Did I give it to you? Oh yeah.
Yeah, you want to spark it? Well, we gonna do the first. Yeah. Yo, this is the Hot Box. I got my boy HOTBOXS.
Yeah.
You already know, man. Pulling into that month of April. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean?
Got this special guest here. It's your host with the most, Mad Marty. You know what I mean? AKA Meezy, AKA Mike, AKA
Mad Marty.
Mad Marty. You know what I mean? Mad Meezy too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But let's get into it. Tell the camera a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, man, live from the flow, came from the flow. It's HOTBOXS, you know what I mean? The motherfucking I'm the loudest motherfucker in the room, but definitely not the brokest. So that they can clear that little psyop up with that shit. But I got some new music dropping, I got some old music dropping, I got some videos dropping. About to start my podcast, and I figured I might as well come in here and get it right with my mans, cause he got it right.
All right. So tell the viewers a little bit about yourself and your journey on from this rap situation, because I knew you from sports in school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But as far as the music, what brought you into it? I remember a long time ago you was into jazz, and in certain things you was telling me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, that brought that out.
I grew up on some R&B shit, cause like I don't know, like with music for me, it go the whole way back to I was like when my mom was yelling, nigga. I literally have pictures of me as a kid, like up to a certain age. After that, I had headphones on every fucking picture, like every video, every picture. I always had headphones on, a CD player, all that type of shit. Like, but I started off listening to R&B music, so it's like, I don't know, I just felt like writing about love and feelings of shit was deeper than just rapping. Rapping to me became too easy. I feel like that's what molded my style though, was the R&B shit. Like I'm a young boy listening to Brian McKnight and Montel Jordan and shit like that. Okay. Usher and shit. That's what I used to listen to.
You know what I mean? When we get into it, I got some things called the 5 questions, your top 5. So we get into that a little bit down the road. So it was just R&B. Was anybody else in your family into like your mom or? You know,
Mom Dukes used to play that shit. She used to play that shit on some cleaning up the house type shit. For real. Like my mom Puerto Rican, but like she grew up with black friends. All her friends is black, so like it's all SWV and R. Kelly, and my mom listened to more hip hop than I did. She the one who put me on. She had the DMX albums, the Locks album, like Ghostface Killer. My mom used to listen to the hard shit.
My mom likes Ghostface.
Yeah, she used to listen to the hard shit. That's what put me on.
Shout out to Wu-Tang.
My first rap album was Mac 10. Mind you, I grew up here on the East Coast, so
this is where I want to get at to now, like right. The Mac 10. Some say that your flow is like a West Coast type of flow, like you're from like the Bay Area type flow. That a lot of people say it's like you're different. You're not like everybody else's flow, and I hear it, and I'm like, you're more like of a Mac Dre, E40.
Yeah. See, all right, this is crazy. See, I'm glad you're here, because that's probably the perfect nigga to ask me this question, and I got the perfect answer. Nigga, I grew up listening to that shit, right? But I also grew up rapping with Shizzy and fucking A West. These niggas sounded like that, bro. They didn't sound like they was from over here.
Damn.
You feel what I'm saying? You hear it now? You hear it?
Yeah,
it's there, nigga. That's where I grew up listening to it. I grew up listening to that, and how we talk, we pronounce our words, but like that's how our language is. Like, we pronounce our words and shit. So it's like that compares closely way more to the West Coast type of music because of how our vocab is and how we speak. You know what I mean? Like, versus some East Coast shit. We don't speak like these East Coast, like a New York nigga, we don't speak like that. We don't have the same lingo either. We'll have words, but how we say our words or how our accent is, our accent is like that, for real.
So, who is your favorite West Coast artist?
Right now or just of all time? I'm Draco the Ruler. Didn't
he die?
Yeah, I seen his last performance, for real.
Okay.
I went to San Bernardino. It was a Rolling Loud in San Bernardino.
Oh, that had to be lit.
That shit was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and the craziest part of that whole performance was him pulling out with all his team, but it's the nonchalantness. Like that nigga came up there. Now mind you, Cuz got 1,000 chains. Cuz came up there with 2 little punk ass crosses and the little joint. Them bitches was shining so stupid. I was like, yo, this nigga, he made it. You know what I mean?
What role was you in?
It was it's not rows. Like Rolling Loud. It's like it's what do you call it? It's stages.
Oh,
so you can move back and forth to all the stages. Oh, I'm right here with the mosh pit right in front of me.
Ooh.
Them bitches moving, getting on my goddamn nerves. I'm pushing it. You can't even fight it. Low key, you gotta go with it. You fight it, you gonna end up on the floor. Luckily, I'm a big nigga.
So you were saying basically,
it was lit. That was his best. That was the best shit ever.
Draco the Ruler.
Yeah, Draco. Right. Out of all the West Coast niggas, Draco the Ruler, top one. Right now I'm listening to I be listening to niggas that niggas don't know until after like they start blowing. Like Big Sad, I'm listening to him right now. Big Sad 1900.
You fuck with Mozzie?
Yeah, I like Mozzie. But Mozzie really ain't been dropping shit since he signed to CMG.
Yeah. Since
he signed over there, I ain't really hearing that. CMG ain't been dropping a lot since all that shit's been going on for real.
Facts. So if you had to name your top West Coast artists, can you name 5 of them?
Of all time? Or just...
We gonna do...
right now?
New generation and old generation.
New generation... RIP, but nigga's still not topping him. So Draco, Big Sad, who else I'm listening to out there? I still bump SOB, RBE, even though they not together no more. But shout out to Young T.O. Who else I'm listening to? See, of all time, it's gonna get way deeper. But like right now, it's like I only listen to a few niggas for real. Cause I really don't listen to music. But once I'm tapped in with somebody, like that's who I'm fucking with. Or I'm fucking with the boy Lefty Gunplay, the Mexican nigga. He's hard as hell.
Yeah, you fuck with the boy D-Baby?
D-Baby's hard. I fuck with D-Baby.
Yeah, they just tore his shit up in Texas.
Yeah, I seen that.
I need to go to that South by Southwest when it hit again.
That shit be jumping, I ain't gonna lie. I went there one time, but it's everywhere compared to how Rolling Loud is. Rolling Loud is at one place. South by Southwest is almost like a tour run. Like they'll have like different stages, but it'll be like different concerts almost. Rolling Loud is 4 different stages, one concert all at one time. It's 3 days in a row, like it's lit, like it's different. Like,
and they have Rolling Loud in Cali and in Florida, right?
They have it everywhere. They had Rolling Loud
in New York.
Yep, they had in New York. They had it's a couple places.
That's the bull when Fetty Wap got his bus raided and he got booked because he was at the Rolling Loud tour in New York. Yeah,
I thought he got pulled over on some shit with some Fetty in his car.
Yeah, but it was going at the Rolling Loud.
Oh, okay, situation. It was around that situation time.
I heard it gets crazy because NBA Youngboy and them got into some shit down in Florida at the Rolling Loud tour. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. They have it in Europe too. But yeah, Florida be crazy because you gotta remember Florida's small, low key, because as far as the artists that are there, because them niggas be beefing and shit. So it's like, nigga, if you run into the wrong niggas, it's gonna be bad. Like, so I'm sure they try to do they try to work their hardest to separate motherfuckers to try to keep them, like, you know what I mean, not meeting up and clashing out. But I ain't gonna lie, that's probably the scariest shit about them festivals like that. If you a rapper type nigga, because you gonna run into all them niggas you was talking shit. You gonna run into them niggas or they people.
So so you named the 5, right? Draco the Ruler.
I said Draco. D-Baby not from over there. D-Baby from Texas. Yeah, Texas. I said Draco, Draco, Big Sad, Lefty Gunplay, shit, Peso. I fuck with Peso. That's the Blue Pesos. That's Draco the Ruler, young boy type shit. He's cool, and I fuck with
Blueface.
Oh, 03 Greedo.
Oh, 03. Yeah, he's nice. Oh, yeah, see,
fuck with 03 Greedo.
Shout out to 03 Greedo.
Yeah, he's hard.
I like him, yo. Like him and Jay Fizzle did some shit together.
Yeah.
That shit was heat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you're so that was the new generation. Your top 5.
Old school. Ice Cube, Too Short, E40, Dre, and fucking who's my? See, my thing is I can't.
Can you believe
Pac.
it or not?
I wouldn't say Pac though, but Pac, I guess.
Yeah, I like Pac is on his class of his own.
Yeah, I would probably pick somebody else before.
Can you believe that Dr. Dre never worked with E40? Not a beat, not a not a track, and that's
I never
crazy.
thought about that. I mean, it's not the same style though.
But it has to be done.
Yeah,
because it's legendary work.
Yeah, it's definitely
how can you both
shit.
be from the West Coast?
Yeah.
And on Mount Westmore,
yeah, and not work together. That's crazy.
Exactly.
That is true. Make that happen, E40. Dr. Dre, get out your bag, man. Make that happen.
Yeah, he got a 40-40 beat for him.
Yeah, for sure. I know he got some shit. I know he got some shit. He like, man, I ain't even. Yeah, that's in the tuck. Put that joint on the side.
You know what I'm saying? So
I know he got some shit. There's no way.
So
how do you not hear an E40 beat as a producer and be like, I can't make one of these? You gotta make one of them. This is too crazy.
I seen some crazy things, and this is crazy facts, that 2 Chainz, E40, Too Short, and I think there was another rapper, but couple of their platinum songs didn't happen until they were in their 40s, 39.
35 and up.
Yeah.
35 and up club, cuz.
Like real shit.
Mm-hmm.
Platinum albums.
But that's how niggas really go like all the way viral, like type shit. Like you said, E40, Too Short, fucking 2 Chainz. It's a couple niggas, bro. For real. Like, if you really want to chalk it up, who else? I was just somebody else. They just turned like 30 so.
OT Genesis, his shit. Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, that song right there, that song was mad simple, right? That song was deeper than a lot of people understand too. If you know anything about drugs, that song was a deep ass song.
Yeah.
Cuz said your prices is too high, cut it. I don't care how good it is. Cut that shit. I ain't talking about just the price. Cut the yeah. He was talking that shit. Like OT, you had one stupid with that one. And you know what? That's a forever song too.
Another
that's the hardest shit, classic. Bro. That's the hardest shit, bro.
And then he threw Dolph on that.
Yeah, it was too crazy.
Oh,
too crazy.
Man.
Like you put the right guy on it. Snap. Yo, that's the hardest shit to do though, bro. Is to get a forever song. See, that'd be my goal, and that's one reason I just like I'm about to just start dropping mad freestyles and shit. Cause low key, that's all I've been doing.
You could just drop singles and put them on United Masters, and then
yeah, I got both. I got United Masters, Distro Kid. I got all that shit. I got all that shit. My thing is, like,
so you might not blow up here. Look,
That's the thing.
You might not blow up here.
My numbers are great everywhere else.
Overseas, people will listen to you.
I'm trying to tell you,
my man just got a plaque from
UK, Ghana.
Yeah,
UK, Ghana, Nigeria. Fuck with me, mad hard, bro. That. And they fuck with me out Arizona. They fuck with me in Florida. Florida, I get big love in Florida. Like, I could damn near go to Florida and damn near throw a show. Almost. I got to work a little bit harder, but I could damn near throw a show in Florida.
Shout out to Yak, man. I definitely want to do an interview with Kodak, man.
Kodak is too fucking hard, bro.
You know what I mean? I did like YNW Melly. I did like him.
He about to come home.
Yeah, it's looking good for him.
They say he supposed to come home this year.
Yeah, it's looking real good for him. Yeah. Get back out here and get back to doing what you do best, man.
See, he wins. He wins because he automatically got Drew and Cole Bennett. Like, you win automatically. You got the niggas that shoot the videos. Drew filmed it. And
yeah.
You got them niggas and locked. That's like having Dr. Dre. Like, you win automatically. You know what I mean? Like, you're gonna win Metro Boomin. You're gonna win. Like, you know when they link, when Metro Boomin, like, I'm gonna link with this artist, like, he links with one artist, he ready to go, it's gonna go.
So what is going on with this Metro Boomin and Drake situation?
I don't know.
They've been beefing. Everybody's like Drake unfollowed Future. They're not doing a collabo like they normally do. Now Metro Boomin and Future did it. You know what I'm saying? But of course that's gonna happen because they're tight.
Maybe Drake and Metro had something ready to drop. And he just pushed it to the side to do what Future right now.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, because I don't know nothing about it. But I'm thinking, like, if that's the case, it's probably because it's like, nigga, you gonna drop with Future right now? Me and you supposed to drop. Like,
you fuck with DW Flame?
You know what? I fucked with Cuz. I do fuck with Cuz. I'm not gonna say I don't fuck with him. I fucked with Cuz music before I fucked with him on podcast shit. And then I seen that nigga on then I start paying attention and start seeing him on Wildin' Out and shit.
Oh, he was on Wildin' Out?
Yeah, he be on Wildin' Out. That's why
Nick Cannon still run that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Nick Cannon, I ain't gonna lie, Nick Snap. Like, he got that. But yeah, DW been on there for a while now, before he was on the podcast shit, type shit. But like, I liked his music beforehand because I'm into the West Coast culture, period. Like,
okay.
gangs and all that shit. Like, I fuck with that shit. Like, that shit. Like, I be deep into, I be knowing shit.
So that's what I'm into too. I be watching all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing, I know I don't want to be dwelling it and beating a dead horse. But how do you feel about Diddy?
Ah,
Yeah.
that nigga did that shit. He did everything, man. The thing is why are they getting him now? Cause that's one of y'all people. Like that's one of y'all people. Don't try to say that's one of our people now because it's hip hop. I hear you. But that's one of y'all folks. And y'all trying to bring it out now. Why? What he got on y'all or what did he do? Was he wilding? But we all know
what about the meek? The
meek shit is fucking crazy. Cause my thing is
would you dress if
I would never
dress the same as like if the bull would you wear matching outfits?
Oh no. In a video maybe, in a video maybe, but we're not wearing the same outfit. We're gonna wear the same color coordination and around the same thing. Because on some parody ass Diddy shit. But walking around all that shit, that's a dub, my nigga. Bro, if you got the same shit I got on, I'm gonna go take my shit off. You can have it. Cause I got some shit, I'm gonna throw some shit on anybody.
So,
but
you know what I mean?
No.
So for the viewers, you know, just since this is the hot box, what age was it when you very first started smoking?
5th grade. So I was like 10, 11.
10, 11?
Yeah.
And what was you smoking?
Smoking weed. Nigga.
Yeah, I mean,
wasn't
like, was it
good? Nah, it was
you didn't
regular.
know?
We had Reggie.
Yeah.
We had Reggie, but the Reggie was good. That's what we smoked.
You know what I mean? I getting it from Chiz.
Yeah.
The AZ, the Arizona, like that was around.
Yeah. We had great weed. It was good weed.
Even the Mexican brick pack with the seeds all in it. And
we had good weed still. The shit was still good.
Then when I think the haze came and then it was the sour.
It was this, was it haze first? I think it was haze first.
No, they had Northern Lights and
yeah, that's like what we call, I guess, what you call the in-between weeds. Like that's there, but it's not there. Depending on what you get. Cause that was just better than, it was less than haze and sour. It wasn't that.
Oh, okay.
Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't punching like that. Okay. Now, you did have some straight, because you know how it be. You'll get the same, you can get runts. That runts is not going to be the same every time you get it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
But, like, Northern Lights wasn't up there as far as super quality. You know you're going to have some good haze. You know you're going to have a good sour. When haze and sour came out.
I used to get weed from the white boys back in the day called skunk weed.
Yep, skunk weed.
Skunk. That bag of that skunk.
And Kime
bud. Yeah, the Kime bud.
Yep, loud crowd only, man. I've been here. Look, the weed, nigga, yeah. Fucking, now when the haze and sour came out, I got put on low-key cast smoke. You know what I mean? So once I seen that that's what he smoked, and I'm like, these are the hustlers, all right, bet, we gotta get this. Cause Brad's got Reggie, we gonna have Reggie regardless. I can go get an ounce of Reggie for nothing. Bro, give me an ounce. Just give me a zip real quick. I'll be right back. You know what I mean? Type shit. We'd have been fine, that was no problem. Weed was the easiest shit for us. We was the weed block.
Yeah.
We was the weed block.
Yes, we was.
We low-key wasn't even selling nothing else on the block.
Straight trees.
They used to tell us we can't sell nothing on the block.
Actually, didn't want the 3.
Yep.
If you want to be technical,
it started getting deep,
you had Popular, then you had H Block, that's Hartley, and then you had Salem.
Yep. And then me and Kizzle used to be around the corner on Green Street.
Oh!
With L's, with Leroy.
Yo! Yep. Shout out to Green Street.
Yeah, they used to be lit.
Yo, that you see?
My favorite times of the day was when we were sitting in the back working out, lifting weights in the back at OBZ crib, and OBZ come out talking about, I got the haze. I used to be like, yes, nigga, where'd you find this?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah,
nigga, like
it was the Reggie days, bro. That was it. They was cool. We had good Reggie days.
Now it's so much gas that you can just stumble upon some shit.
You know what the difference is? There's no difference. It was a difference in between in the mids, like between 2017 and 2020. That's when we changed. But now it's back to where it is. It's basically back to normal. The regular weed, know what regular weed is. We know what the loud is. It's the same thing. What's the difference? Nothing changed, and the prices went back to the same shit too. If you really think about it, the prices really went back to the same. If you really want like a quarter of some Reggie, we don't call it Reggie no more. It's just some regular loud. It's not, you know what I mean? But that's our Reggie now. And it's the same prices.
It's getting see, you're right. You're right.
Shit.
He said it's going back to the same, man.
It is. It's the same prices.
But you can always spend that money for like moon rocks or something.
But that's the same thing. Remember,
that's like the champagne.
It's just we don't have sour and we don't have what you call it no more. We got that. We took those, watered them down, and mixed them with 1,000 other things. So we got some good weed, but then we got concentrates. We got dabs, we got oils, we got all that shit now. So that's like, that's cool. Like, don't get it fucked up. I like to dress and lace my blunt up like a motherfucker. No drugs, just all weed shit. You know what I mean? I'll drop some tincture on my backwood. I'll throw some I'll wrap a worm inside, wrap one around it, put
wax.
some
That's wax on top, right?
Yep.
And
I'll
then
put all that shit in there.
You can get the keef wrapped around
wrap it around with the keef, all that.
See, I think that when you do all that, it start burning different, bro.
It do burn different, but that's for like, all right, we want to get mad high. But it's like 4 of us. You don't want to smoke that by yourself. You smoke that by yourself, you're putting it out constantly. There's no point.
You're right.
There's no point.
That's what happened.
Yep, you're putting that bitch out constantly, especially
I remember
if you
it used to be like 5, 6 nigga on a Reggie L. Everybody or somebody come through with like, we get like 4 nicks and it'll be like 7 of the bruhs, and then like we all just have a cipher, a massive cipher.
Massive cipher. Sour hour. Then it turned into sour hour. Sour hour. That's what everybody.
You used to get 5 nicks for a 20. For a dub. You was winning. That was a scheme, a catch. You know what I'm saying?
So if they had big nicks, but see, I'm buying a quarter off the rip because the quarter was $30.
Yo,
we didn't even sell eighths. We didn't know what an eighth was. A white boys came to us and told us what eighths was.
A quarter was 30.
Yeah, quarter was 30. We didn't know what eighths was. It was 30 or 40, depending on what you want.
The day changed for me.
We had dimes, dubs, and quarters.
When my uncle sent me the shiz one day, and he said, "Give me the a Q." I said, "All right." He said he gave me 25. I took it to him cause took that, and I was like, "Never again."
Never paying 30 again, bitch. Not paying that.
I ain't giving you 30 no more.
Yeah, no. You said these joints is this much,
but then again, you can have oak prices though.
All right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. Unless I drop it. That's the worst.
Oh, it's right here.
Alright. Yeah, back then the fucking, so, yeah, what was I gonna say? I had a good one too, can't remember.
Now now we going into number 2.
Oh yeah, wait, real quick before we go there with the weed shit. I don't like when niggas rolling up. All right, I don't know if y'all know this, but niggas be rolling up blunts, right? Put their weed in it and they'll put guava in it. That's nasty work.
Yeah, do not put the guava in the weed, man. My brother does that, man. But I tell him, he warns me before he does it. And I think, is that a West Coast trend right there?
It's really started from some spliff shit. It started from, like, you never heard of spliff?
Yeah, I heard of it.
That's what a spliff is. They started from, the white boys started doing that shit back in the day to stretch their weed.
Oh.
They used to do it, but it also makes your shit burn even too though. Yeah. So like, I get it. Rolling it in paper is cool, but rolling it in a blunt, nah. That's nasty work.
So how do you feel the culture is heading towards the music? So there's so many genres.
It's low key, they just want to keep renaming shit, but it's really not so many genres. Niggas just gotta get out of their feelings and call it pop, bro.
You think so?
Yeah, cause I was one of those people who with all these subgenres and understanding it. I get it, but at the same time, it's just like, you got punk rock, hip hop, like now you got mad. How much shit is it, bro? Like,
do you
I understand fusion. I get it. I'm a musician. Like, I understand it. I produce all that shit. But my thing is how many times can you fucking crossbreed? Like, how many? Like, this sounds like the trainee shit. Like, it's too many LGBT. It's too many letters on it. You added too many. You added too many. It's the same thing though. Like, this,
there's a lot of weird rap out here too.
Right, that's what I'm saying though. Like,
but they're finding classes and labeling them, and then people are succeeding in these lanes because there's nobody in the lane, and then they got a weird cult base. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I'm not knocking it, but I'm not gonna listen to it.
But it's a fucking pedestal. Like, I mean, not even a pedestal. It's like it's a crutch. Like, you're putting yourself, you're making this own label so you can rule it. I get it, but like, come on now. Like, what are we talking about here for real?
So like, and if you have any advice right now to fucking give to the youth, you know what I mean? Like, as far as stay independent or mess with a major, what would you say?
Know what you're going in for. If you are signed to a label, know what you're going in for. Know your worth. Cause like my thing is this: one nigga that snapped, Lil Pump snapped. He ain't do shit with it after because he's independent. But he didn't do shit with it after. But what he did is he went in, he knew he was getting a 360 deal, but he's like, all right, I'm gonna build up all my brand that's already big, but I'm gonna make it bigger, and I'm gonna drop music on my own. He went back, bought his masters to the song Gucci, the Gucci shit, the shit that went viral, double platinum, whatever it went, probably more than that, but he went back, got his masters for all that, and then he bought himself out his contract. If you know you can generate that much money, do it. Like even Gunna said this shit. Gunna said like, nigga, I smack contracts. Like you give me this contract, I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna double that contract. So like you can't come to me, you gotta come to me with more money next time. So set yourself up for greatness by putting a little bit.
So they assign you to somebody like a major artist like Ja Rule or somebody. He just signed a $300 million deal. You know what I mean?
He's probably signing a label deal. He's probably getting a deal where it's like he's not gonna get 300 million. They're not giving him that much money.
Yep.
What they're saying is you have this much money to prove to us, like this within this time you have this much money to prove to us, not the 300 million. You have this much money to prove to us that you can be able to take these steps to get to that 300 million. You know what I mean? Like you're gonna get a deal, but it's gonna be like you gotta work up to it. Like can you open up this pocket of this money? You know what I mean? So they probably gave him like 10 million if that, you know what I mean? But he does good on tour, but if he's doing something, you're not giving him that money for him. He's not worth 300 million.
Go after your publishing too.
You got to know what to do with that stuff too. Like publishing, masters, all that shit. If you don't know what you're going to do with it, then whatever. My thing is try to get all that shit and get into movies, get into scoring, like take your music and try to place it into commercials and shit like that if you're gonna do it, because now you're gaining money off of it.
Marketing,
you know what I mean?
Marketing scheme,
and you own more like equity into it, because it's like it's yours. Like so when you go to argue your deals with whoever's using it, you're gonna get more money out of it. You got the arguable factor.
Your shit.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
That's all that is. I love it. I ain't gonna lie. I say honestly though, you only gonna get money independently anyway, and you're not gonna get no deal or anything if you're not getting money independently. Talent don't matter.
Yeah, cause everybody independently.
Don't matter how talented you are. The only thing talent can do for you is make you go viral. And if you keep doing that,
if you selling out fucking arenas like every night, like 50 Cent's last lap tour, he killed it.
But look what he had to do that. If you paid attention to 50 SA, I put in legwork to do that around the world, but I really wasn't doing that early on. Like I'm doing this now to catch up to M, because when M had a plaque up, it had all the countries he went platinum in.
Damn.
Right? It's like 60 countries around this motherfucking plaque. This nigga like, nigga, I gotta do that.
Yo,
I gotta catch up with this
nigga M went platinum in Bangladesh.
Yeah, imagine having your predecessor being that well off. Like he signed you, and this nigga he's hard, nigga. You gotta keep up with that shit.
Yeah,
you're 50 Cent, but it's like, nigga, fuck that. You know what I mean? That's good.
How you feel about the Benzino and fucking?
I don't like Eminem. I never did.
Damn.
I never liked the Benzino either, so I don't really care.
Okay.
I think the only thing it's doing is helping Benzino do whatever he wants to do, which is cool. I mean, get off. But it's a stain on Koi. Koi ain't been dropping since that shit been popping out, which is crazy. I guess because the label don't want to associate her shit with that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she said she got a label deal.
Yeah, I think so.
It's crazy. And so how do you feel about Sexy Red's music?
Sexy Red is fucking hard. She's exactly what the game needed. I don't knock it, not even close. My thing is, she's so hard, niggas can't drop. Niggas talking about, oh, she's the only people drop music is Sexy Red. She's so hard, you can't compete with that.
You see, Juvie did a video to his fucking 400. That shit was hard. And I'm like, yo, he never dropped the video to it.
That's too tough. 25 years later, too tough. Too tough. He's too hard for that, bro. That's too hard. That's not no regular. He's hard. He's fucking tough for that, bro. That was hard. I seen that shit. I didn't even watch the whole video. I was just so happy about this shit. I'm gonna go back and watch it for sure. Drop a comment, all that. Like, subscribe, same shit y'all should be doing right now.
Oh yeah. Give me your information, man. We getting cooked out up in this joint.
Kasbrees. I'm the only nigga in the whole entire world named Kasbrees. Kasbrees. You can't look that shit up and find no other nothing. It's just me.
That's on Facebook.
That's on everything. I'm the only nigga.
Spotify?
Everything.
Oh, okay.
I'm the only nigga in the whole entire world named Kasbrees. No one.
Hands down.
I'm actually thinking about dropping the cost, but I don't know yet. I gotta figure out my rebranding sketch. We gonna get there though.
He's a drawer too.
Yeah, I do graphic design and shit. When you see my artwork, I do all my artwork. I ain't never only nigga ever helped me with my artwork is Jigga. Shout out to my bro Jason Smith.
He's nice.
Too nice.
He did the outline. Yo, shout out to Jay. Yo, back. Yeah, listen, cuz he's the only nigga, he designed the Av emblem for me. I said, yo, Jay, can you draw that? He whoop, whop, wham, sent it back to me. He's getting so, that shit, I never dropped it. He drew it for me. I still got the print artwork for me. It came from him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that I gotta give Jay his plus. Shout out to Batman, Jay, baby.
Batman too hard, bro. He's always been hard.
Hardest nigga I know besides Alcides, I don't call his last name Vasquez, but Alcides and Batman was the only niggas I knew that did Dragon Ball Z pictures to a T, nigga. This shit looked like it was jumping out the page.
Yeah, niggas wasn't fucking with them, bro.
For real.
Niggas wasn't.
If you was at Smith, there was a white boy that passed away. He was nice at drawing too. I think he died in his sleep.
Dang.
You know what I mean?
R.I.P. the brother.
Yeah, R.I.P. I ain't want to really get into that.
Shout out to all the artists, yo. Please keep doing your craft no matter what it is. I just got back into art. I started doing some more. I'm gonna have some pieces in the Problem Solver Studios. Shout out to Problem Solver Studios. I'm gonna have a couple pieces.
That's another thing, yo. So if he's doing artwork, that means you could put your artwork out there, people. He's telling you, like, and you can sell it, and it might go somewhere important.
See, my thing is, cause like
they always last. It's never gonna depreciate.
Yeah.
If you take care of it.
Yeah. Fucking I just got back into it on some, like, I don't know, you know how, like, most of the time, like, if you really mess with, like, say a rapper or whatever, singer or whatever, you fuck with the artist, you fuck with them as an individual. Like, I've learned that, like, just, like, being a fan, you know what I mean? Like, being a fan of Wiz Khalifa, like, I was a fan of this nigga, just how he act and smoke and tattoos and shit, and his music, you know what I mean? I like his music first, but it's more so, like, with that type of person, that's what you into, you're more into the person, you know what I mean? Like, they're cool as motherfucker, like anybody, that work for anybody, but for me, that was my example, and it's like, for that to work for me, I gotta show all types of different shit that I do. You know what I mean? Like, different shit that I do. Like, for real, I'm a coach. I'm a dad. I'm trying to be on my Snoop Dogg shit. I'm trying to turn Boys Club up, for real.
Facts,
you know what I mean? Part of this with me smoking and stuff, you know what I mean? This ain't got nothing to do with neither here or there. I'm actually not coaching this year. So, but yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta kind of show who the person is. That matters. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? This is the HOTBOXS. Tune into on YouTube, MEZZY TV3. That's Mezzy TV3 on YouTube. Mad Marty 002 on Instagram. You know what I mean? You get the drift. Your boy. You know what I'm saying?
Kasbrees.
But going into this shit, this is 34 minutes and 17 seconds. Breeze didn't get smoked out yet, ladies and gentlemen. We still got one more. He's a heavy hitter, because on some real shit, I'm gonna keep it real. if you can't handle the hot box, you tap 3 times on the ceiling and the windows come down.
This shit gonna look crazy right now because it's raining outside, so it's gonna be mad smoky.
Eddie set the record. He set the record. He's put the motherfucking test to time. Nigga, it's 34 minutes and 51 seconds. Yeah, I mean, I don't care because
this shit regular. I didn't know it was that time.
Yo, cuz, listen. Because the longer I get this the video on YouTube is the watch time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I need my watch time.
Hell yeah, fuck that.
You know what I mean?
But nah, you said, all right, so you did the West Coast shit. Like, mind you, I'm an East Coast nigga, bro. Like, I grew up on fucking Biggie and fucking the Locks, nigga. Like, that's who I grew up with. Remember when fucking they just battled motherfucking the Locks versus
Dipset.
Dipset?
Yeah.
Nigga.